Ladies and gentlemen, look into the night sky, and who do we see winging his way over your neighborhood? None other than Elvis himself of Dred Zeppelin.
That's Elvis himself, boy. I'll tell you for sure. Say hello, everybody.
Hi, Elvis.
That's Fernandez. Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. I can play Santa Claus this year without any stuffing at all. I'll tell you that much. Thank you. By the way, my personal weight gain for the year, and I think I've been a good boy, has been 173 pounds, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much. All right. At Christmas time again. That's right, ladies and gentlemen. That time of year where we can all come together and thanks and praise and pretty much worship me. Thank you very much. Charlie's here with me. Not feeling all that well, but he's here. It's Christmas time, Charlie. Put your pants back on. The first Noel, the angels to say, was a certain poor children and fields as they lay. Of course, you know him as the man who pretty much takes off most of his clothes during the shows and everything, and I know everybody gets a little bit upset. But I thought that it was time to introduce him and give you kind of a personal light on his life, everybody. Mr. Butt Boitano.
Hey. Is this my chance to say something?
Yes, it is, Butt.
I'd just like to thank everybody for such a wonderful Christmas. It's the best I've ever had in my life, but especially my kid brother Brian, who has been skating ever since we were small boys. Sometimes I think the skating went further than it should have, and it became, well, it started to touch me.
Hold on, there's a Christmas message there, Bud Boy. Hold on. All right. Please welcome Mr. Silver Showers.
Hi. I'd just like to wish everybody silver showers on your holidays.
A world-renowned and most decorated supermodel of all time, ladies and gentlemen, Jean Paul Joe.
Chestnuts roasting on an open fire, Jack Frost nipping at my Christmas nose. I'm on a peace and love mission. I want to hug you. I want to hug you for Christmas. Christmas, excuse me.
As they lay perfectly still, Charlie Hodge is in the hospital still. Ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Hodge, of course, has been with me since 1956. I've told you all about that story about in separate cribs. And of course, I dropped my rattle out, and Charlie got out and picked it up for me and gave it back to me. And ever since then, he's been pretty much retrieving things for me. But did you know that Charlie Hodge is related to somebody? He's got a brother, and he's here for the Christmas season. And not only that, he's joined the group. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome Durf Nazna Hodge.
Woo! Thank you very much, really.
Now you're going for a Christmas meal, is that correct? Now, where are you going there, Durf?
Yes, I'm going to Klein Junker.
The Klein Junker? What's that?
Yes, it's a new restaurant, Klein Junker.
Oh, the Klein Jumper.
Yes.
It's a good place.
I'm going to have the 29-ounce piece of roast beef.
That's a gorgeous hunk of meat. That's Charlie's brother, Durfanazna Hodge. In the lane, the snow is glistening. A beautiful sight, and we're happy tonight. Walking in the window. You interrupt me again, Fernandez, you're in big trouble.
Sorry, man.
All right, I'm proud to announce I'm proud to announce the region, something on my lip. Look, something on my lip. Anyway, proud to announce the resurgence of the percussion arena. Ladies and gentlemen, please welcome on the congas, Fernandez.
Thank you, people. Thank you.
Say something Christmassy, would you?
Once a year at Christmas, we go bowling.
Fernandez, thank you.
Bowling or boating?
I'm not sure, but that's as much English as he knows. He's from Trinidad and Tobago.
Luminati, luminati. Luminati, luminati. Lemonade, luminati. Thank you very much.
Here to say just a couple words for you is the man who hands me my water and towels on stage, Charlie Hodge. Everybody be quiet for a second. Charlie's ready to speak. Charlie Hodge! I've just heard the news from the doctor, ladies and gentlemen. Charlie Hodge's testicular cancer has got back into remission. No, that's not good, everybody. Testicular cancer, remission? Oh, that is good. All right, that is good. That is good, all right. I just received from Webster's the definition of remission, and now we're very happy.
Singing voice. Singing voice. Beautiful singing voice.
We're gonna roast so hot damn chestnuts.
You like yourself?
Sometimes.
I mean, generally.
What I mean by liking myself, I'm proud of. I'm proud of the way that I was brought up to believe and to treat people and have respect for people. When I am pushed to a certain point, I have a very bad temper, extremely bad temper. So much to the point I have no idea what I'm doing,
You blow much?
Not very often. Not very often. In fact, I could probably count the times, but when I have, it's always been pretty bad. But that doesn't happen very often. Of course, everybody has a temper. And then I don't like myself, later.
Looking back on it all, would you do anything differently? Like, college or is there anything?
Well, I wanted to go to college. I wanted to play football. I have a great ambition to play to play football. I have had, and I still have, believe it or not. And I've got a touch league, a touch football league back home. And I like rugged sports. I'm not knocking people who like, golf and tennis and the other things, but I like rugged sports. I like some, where you can take, as a man, such as boxing and football and karate and things like that.
Do you have an outside interest, other than dames, which we all have? But I mean, is there anything you like other than...
I would say right now, really, all kidding aside, that the thing I keep up with most is professional football. I know all the players, I know all their numbers, who they play for, and I've had people to quiz me on it, just in games when we had nothing to do. And that's a big thing with me right now. And I watch all the games that I can. I get the films from the teams themselves if I can. But next to the entertainment thing and music, that I guess would be the biggest.
What kind of life do you lead? Where do you live up in Bel Air? On Bellagio Road?
Yeah, I live on Bellagio Road.
What type of house do you have? You rent it?
I lease it, by the year, yeah.
What type of house is it? Whose house was it?
I don't know who it belonged to.
Where is it?
It's on Bellagio Road. It's near the Beverly. Let's see. What's the name of the hotel in Bel Air there?
The Bel Air Hotel?
Yeah. That's right. The
what
Bel Air
numbers?
Hotel.
I know all those houses.
What's the number of the house, Gene? 10539 Bellagio Road.
Mrs. Owens used to rent?
Ms. Owens still owns it. She's the one we leased from.
Oh.
All right. It's the third. I think it's the third largest house there. It's a Spanish tile thing with the little balconies and so forth. It's a very, very nice house.
Good. You got 8 guys living with you in Bel Air. 7 guys. How many guys are you in Bel Air? You're pretty good.
No, I'm gonna say I've actually got. See, I've got a bookkeeper. A guy who.
Can we put the guy's name?
Just a second. Sure, you can. Why not? I have a bookkeeper. His name is Joe Esposito. He's from Chicago, and he. I met him in the Army. He was a bookkeeper before. And then Gene, who takes care of the cars, the maintenance of the car, the maintaining of the cars, and.
Can we put him above the high yellows?
No. And another boy, Alan Fortas. He's from Memphis, Tennessee. Fortas, Alan, Alan Fortas. And another guy named Ray, Ray Sitton, Sitton. I've actually only got 5 guys, And they take care. He and Billy, who's my little cousin. He's a little guy, and he had to quit school early. He had to quit school early to get a job, and he had a hard time finding a job because of his size. So I gave him a job, and he, his name's Billy Smith, and he's one of my mother's relatives. And he does little odd jobs, you know. But each one of them have different jobs to do. They take care of the clothes and the packing and unpacking and business phone calls. They answer fan mail and things like that. And for the companionship of traveling, you know, I couldn't travel alone. There's actually only 5. And I have other people come in from time to time and stay a little while, but they're not, you know, employees. They're just buddies or visitors.
A Dodge Mobile?
Yeah, it's a Dodge mobile homes trailer, like a trailer that we travel in. That and a Chrysler station wagon. That's what we go back and forth across country in. Yeah, I've got a rule. It stays here though. I never take it anywhere. Oh, what? No, I don't have a Volkswagen. I have a. That's all I've got here. With the exception of that customized job, the white Cadillac limousine, 60 model limousine that I had customized. And back home, I've got 61 Cadillac limousine and a 1956 Lincoln Continental Mark II. And that's all with the exception of the stuff they use there, like the truck that they haul, you know, groceries in. I've 3 gate guards. You know, they pull 8-hour shifts. And 2 maids. And they're called, yes. And my father takes care of all my personal. He's employed. I mean, he's like on a salary, but he takes care of all the personal business, banking, and any business transaction. He handles it all, you know.
Have you bought anything other than Graceland?
I bought some 10 acres right across the street from Graceland not too long ago. There was a lady that, well, we tried to buy it one time before because it's in a good spot. It's right near a shopping center. And we tried to buy it, and the lady didn't want to sell it at the time, and then all of a sudden she needed money, and so we bought that. But that's all right now.
Are you hard pleased making your selection of your wardrobe for your casual wear?
Not especially. Not especially because I don't know that much about clothes. It doesn't make a difference, really.
However, you have become a little bit more conservative.
Well, you get a little older, you know. That's like the sideburns. They were okay for a while, but you outgrow them.
Don't you miss them?
The sideburns?
Yeah.
Not especially, no. The Army took care of those. If I answer that, I'd lose a lot of friends.
How about the rim of a nasty shower?
Does it need around you anywhere? No, I don't know. It's just one of those deals, you know. I just dated her for a few times. It's kind of funny. You go out with a girl and a couple times, and there's a big romance, you know. They had me married a couple times. I was down on Wilshire Boulevard one night, and some people. I was in the lobby of the theater. Some people said, "I thought you were in Mexico City on your honeymoon." And I come to find out that it was in a Mexican paper that I was eloped and was coming there to get married. And they had a hotel suite reserved and all that stuff. And I didn't even know the girl I was supposed to be married to. Things like that happen.
Elvis, most show people have superstitions. Do you have any particular superstitions?
Well, I'm pretty superstitious about certain. You talking about black cats, things like that?
Any ones in particular? Do you have any particular superstitions you believe in?
No, just little things like breaking mirrors, things like that. Photographers. You said that's your line.
Elvis, do you still consider Nita Wood just a friend?
Well, yeah. I mean, I see her quite a bit, but there's nothing really serious. I see a lot of people quite a bit. These photographers are taking pictures of each other now.
Elvis, do you do much thinking ahead?
Quite a bit, yes.
Just let things take its course. What do you see your place in the entertainment world 10 years from now?
Well, I'll tell you, Mr. Johnson, I wouldn't say, because the entertainment world is so unpredictable, and people change and times change. It would be hard to say, really. I wouldn't try to answer that, because the only thing I can say is that I'm trying to make it acting, you know. I mean, it takes a long time, and a lot of work, a lot of experience. But I'm trying to make it that way, and if I can get established that way, I'm okay.
Take your money, get away from it all.
The government won't let me take my money. Get away from it all. No, I enjoy it. Anytime I want to be alone, I can be, you know.
Well, I know, but it's pretty hectic people trying to get acting.
But these are the type of things that you take advantage of while they last. You know, you take advantage of it because you may not have it later, and you'll miss it, you know. You'll miss the people, you'll miss all the razzle-dazzle and so forth. Well, I have a pretty good time. And so forth.
Always feel like home when you get back to Memphis.
Yes, I do.
Right. That we won't feel.
It sure does. That's one reason that I'll keep a home here, because I like California. I like to work there. But when the picture's over, I look forward to getting out of there and coming back home. And also, I'm right near Tupelo, and I know a lot of people down there. Same old crowd that I was raised up with still live there in the same houses. I was down there about 3 weeks ago. And the wind had blown the sign down. Where that youth center being built, they got a big sign up. The wind had blown it down. We tried to put it back up, and it fell on us. There was 3 of us trying to lift it back up. The sign fell on us.
Did you anticipate the youth center being there?
I couldn't tell you. It's going to take a lot of money. But it will be eventually. I couldn't say when. But I'm trying to make it that way, and if I can get established that way, I'm okay. But I don't know how long the music end of it will last. I don't know how long I'll last. I got no idea, really.
Now, you only have 2 persons down at the plant.
Right.
You plan to go barnstorming again in the future?
Well, the colonel could probably answer that better than I. There's nothing planned right now. I know that eventually we've got to do a European tour to all these countries that presented these awards and things, you know. But I don't know exactly. Are we going to be doing any?
We're waiting for the deposit.
He said that. I didn't say it.
What's your weight,
180.
What were you when you came out about a year ago?
175 when I came out. I gained about 5 pounds. I'm going to tell you what I do. I mean, very few people know it. But I keep up with modern medicine, medical science, medical discoveries, different diseases. Nobody knows that, and I've been doing it for a long, long time. You know, I get doctors' handbooks, the PDR, which is a physician's desk reference, and it's pretty interesting. At one time, when I got out of school, I thought I wanted to be a doctor or something in the medical profession. That's what I thought I wanted to be, but I didn't have money to go to college. But I got interested in it, and it's pretty interesting. But I don't read any of the books much that other people read. Well, that I read, yes, and I read a lot of philosophy and some poetry. Have you ever heard of a book called Leaves of Gold? It's by different people. It's different men's philosophy on life and death and everything else. Well, that type of stuff interests me, to get these different people's opinions on different things.
You probably dated a powerful girl.
I would.
Have you come to any conclusions about women generally?
Not.
You'll be 28 in January.
Well, I can only answer you by saying I'd like to get married. I'd like to have a family, but it's true. It's definitely true. Well, it's a normal thing to do. I mean, who wants to grow old and be alone? You know what I mean?
You're never going to be alone. I must tell you what Elvis, too sweet a person, stay single. Come on around.
Well, that may be true. That may be true, but I can't say it's not. But they are. It's pretty lonely when you.
You're never lonely. You know, they get like 7,000 dames up there.
Yeah, but still, they can't live with you all the time, and there are times when you have to be alone in a room, and you need somebody with you. But I mean, I'm in no big hurry. I have June. Thanks.
You got to call. Go ahead.
But I'd like to someday. But I mean, I'm in no big rush. I can't be. I have to take it easy and know for sure. You know what I mean?
No.
You have to do it all over again. Would you do anything differently?
No, I don't think so.
You think dating as many girls as well you can want?
Well, you know, naturally, you like to date. Of course, I used to date a lot more than I do now. I think the older you get, I think yeah, right, and the more you look for other things other than just dating a different girl every night. You look, you'd like to meet a little more companionship instead of dating a different girl every night. Not necessarily, no. Of course, I don't make it a point to date girls in show business. It's just according to the girl herself.
Doesn't show business try to contact most of these girls?
Well, it's a pretty tough. I mean, I can answer you, but it's. There's some of them that they have motives, and some of them they just want to date for the fun of it, for the fun of dating. But as far as is what you said earlier about being a handicap for one girl. Still, I think it would be better to find that one girl, you know, sometime. It's a thing that you can't rush. It's a thing that a lot of people think if they're not married by a certain age that they're losing out. I don't think so myself, you know. Of course, I'm not talking about everybody because everybody's life maybe is a little different. But for me, I couldn't have rushed into a marriage, and I still can't. I have to be completely sure. I have to be able to trust them completely. I look for a lot of things now that I used to wouldn't have looked for. You know, I used to, with just certain characteristics, a sense of humor, their taste for different things, just a lot of things. Their understanding of me, and my way of thinking, you know. It takes a while. I mean, it takes a while to find someone or to get to trust somebody like that.
That's right, it's a good question.
There are men who they don't. In so many words, they're not phony. There are men who knock you behind your back, and then they're your buddy to your face. You know what I mean? And I like a man who's pretty much the same all the time. He's pretty straight, you know. He's himself to a certain extent.
As Elvis's star began to rise, he was almost perpetually on the road, traveling from one small country town to another, staying in cheap hotels and mesmerizing audiences wherever he went. What follows is an ultra-rare press conference with the young man who would be king, held in La Crosse, Arkansas, in the beginning.
We're in the Stars dressing room of the Mary E. Sawyer Auditorium, and what a fabulous night this has been. We're very happy to have with us here Mr. Elvis Presley. How are you, Elvis?
Fine, sir. How are you?
Terrific. You know, I've lived in La Crosse all my life, and this is the first time I've seen anything like this happen.
Well, it's good. It's the first time I've been on this part of the country.
Where do you hail from, Elvis?
I'm from, well, I was born in Mississippi, but I live in Memphis, Tennessee.
I see. Now, and this is a very controversial question. How old are you? They say 18, 19, 20, 21. Give us the official dope now.
I'm 21.
21. Yeah. Mm-hmm. Another thing I want to ask you, I've been reading up on your career. You've been in the business for about 2 years now. And what was the first song that you ever sang to an audience? Could that have been the Red Foley thing of Old Shep?
Old Shep, that's right. Well, that was when I was about 7 or 8 years old when I sang that song.
I see. And the gentleman who accompanied you tonight, that was Scotty and Bill?
Scotty and Bill and DJ Fontana.
On the drums, huh?
Yes.
And they've been with you ever since you've started your fabulous
Scotty
career?
and Bill have the drummer has been with me for about 2 or 3 months.
I see. The first record you ever cut for the Sun label was this Blue Moon of Kentucky, wasn't it?
Yes, that's right.
Mm-hmm. And I understand it had real great response down there when it was first played by the DJs.
Well, it did okay, but it kind of surprised me. I thought they would laugh me out of town.
I noticed there was a very heavy echo effect in that, more than some of the others.
Yes,
it really...
it was a lot of echo on it.
Mm-hmm. The people around town here thought that the first recording you ever made was I Forgot to Remember to Forget, because that was the first one released.
Oh, that was the fifth one.
I see.
I forgot to remember.
But the first one released on the Victor label.
Yes, that's right.
Well, you certainly are without a doubt the #1 selling artist in the nation now. You have the #1 record and the top selling album. Now, what do you do in your spare time? If you have any.
I haven't got any really, but when I do get some time off, I always go home and see my folks, and I ride a motorcycle and do different things.
You have a favorite sport too, haven't you? Water skiing?
Yeah, I do a little water skiing. I like football, I like boxing.
Mm-hmm. Teenagers have inquired about your forthcoming movie career, too. Now, maybe that's a little too early to talk about, but I see you're signed by Hal Wallace and Company out of Paramount.
Yes.
Can you tell us anything about the first movie that will be made?
Well, I couldn't tell you the name of it because I don't know. They're writing me a play. I was offered a part in The Rainmaker.
I see. Quite a dramatic bit, isn't it?
Well, it was, but it wasn't the character in it. I didn't feel I could do it the way that it should be done.
I see. Well, you're certainly in the position to pick the role that you want right now, I'll say that. Where do you go from here, Elvis?
I play Memphis tomorrow night, which is Tuesday night.
Boy, that's a lot of traveling there. About 700 miles or so. You're going to
795. I'm going to fly.
Fly. Mm-hmm. Well, let's see. The fans have asked me so many questions here. Do you have any particular experience that sticks in your mind, something that has happened during your 2-year career? Anything that you'd like to tell us about?
Well, there's so many things that have happened that I can't think of any particular.
How about the Las Vegas incident? You were down there just about 2 weeks ago.
Yes.
A completely different type of audience, I understand.
Well, it was strictly an adult audience and mostly elderly people.
Mm-hmm. Did it take a little while to warm them up to your style of singing? Or?
It took, well, the first night, especially, I was absolutely scared still.
Mm-hmm.
And
but from reading some of the reviews, I understand they responded quite well, though.
Well, afterwards, I got a little more relaxed, and I worked a little harder, and I finally got them on my side a little bit.
Mm-hmm. You sang this Only You tonight. Do you have any plans of recording that for RCA?
No, I've been doing it ever since it's been out.
I see. Your new release, I understand, has sold over 300,000 copies for RCA, and they had that many orders before it was released. So this could be another second million for you.
The last account I had, it had reached a 500,000.
It's really fabulous.
I don't know how many it will sell.
Another thing that the teenagers are interested in is future television appearances. I understand you're going to be on the Milton Berle Show?
Yes, the Milton Berle Show, the 5th of June. After that, I don't know where I'm going.
Mm-hmm. Well, we certainly don't want to keep you, Elvis, because I know you have a lot of things to do, and the next show will be coming up very, very shortly. I want to thank you very much for talking with us this evening.
Well, thank you very much, and thanks a lot for playing my records.
You betcha.
And I'll keep trying to give you something to play.
The ones that you've had out so far have been terrific. They've all been great sellers down at Lighthouse.
Well, thank you very much.
You know, this album of Blue Suede Shoes, we sold that like a single. We sold more of that than we averagely sell a single, and that's what amazed us down there. You're about the first guy to have ever done that for RCA, I'm sure of that.
Well, I don't know. I hate to say yeah to sound like I'm bragging.
Well, thank you very much, Elvis Presley. It's been great.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much.
The mortal death of Elvis Aaron Presley on August 16th certainly has done very little to stunt his global popularity. As nearly 30,000 fans swarmed to his Memphis home of Graceland to commemorate the 20th anniversary of his death, we are reminded that the King of Rock is bigger than ever. From his humble beginnings in Tupelo, Mississippi, to his outrageous standing-room-only gigs in Vegas, Elvis Presley was the first and biggest rock star of all time, winning fans of all ages with his stirring, soulful voice, swinging hips, and smooth Southern charm. Those doubting Elvis's title as the king need only witness his 94 gold singles, 40-some gold albums, and movies collectively grossing over $180 million. Elvis's impact on rock itself is, of course, incalculable. Fashioning himself after screen idols James Dean and Marlon Brando, Elvis transformed himself into rock's original rebel. He was also perhaps its greatest stage performer, and certainly the most imitated. From his nasty curled lips and shaking hips of the early years to the exhilarating supersonic karate chops later on, Elvis never relented, always giving 100% of himself to his adoring fans, his performances dynamic, electrifying, and deeply soulful. Presley was a true American icon. His unlikely rise to superstardom is a rock and roll Cinderella story straight from the Americana of Horatio Alger. He was the truck-driving good old boy made glorious, the blue-collar kid next door who adamantly loved his mother and selflessly served his country when called. While the king may have lived in the lap of luxury, he still loved munching on fried peanut butter and banana sandwiches and playing tackle football with the boys. Whether it's Elvis sightings, skydiving Elvi, or Lisa Marie marrying Wacko Jacko, it seems that the king's smoky gaze is forever upon us.
I was barely 6 years old when I first heard him sing. And somehow I knew from that moment on that it would be a lifetime thing. And I'd stand in front of a mirror day and night, and I'd listen to every one of his records, and I'd repeat every word and every note until I finally got it right. And I was determined that I'd wait for the day that I could stand and sing in front of an audience, and maybe someone would come up to me and say, you know, you sound just like Elvis. There was a man who gave the world his song, and the world stood still to hear him sing. A simple man who took his faith alone, while all the world proclaimed him king. Now the king is gone, and oh, what a reign, and the crown on his head will remain. From a working man to royalty to everlasting fame, the king is gone, yeah, the king is gone, but long live his name. There was a man who tasted sweet success, but still gave his hand to help a friend. A loving man who shared his happiness. Now the king is gone, but there was a man. Now the king is gone, and oh, what a reign, and the crown on his head, oh, will remain. From a working man to royalty to everlasting fame, the king is gone, yeah, the king is gone, long live his name. Yeah, the king is gone, oh, the king is gone, long live his name. Goodbye, Elvis, we'll miss you.
Did the launch chair go off?
Yeah, you could see that. You could see it in the sky when it disconnected up there. Gigi and him saw the explosion. I didn't know it.
I had lunch
because they just launched right over here.
I had lunch. I was buried in a beaver. How was your lunch?
I
don't know. They don't have sound right, man.
Who do you want to
Oh, that's right. They don't have sound. They do a little bit now.
They do?
No.
It's just
No, they don't have sound.
It's just picture.
Oh, is it? It's just picture.
Just
They
picture.
got sound taped in here, ain't they?
You sneaky.
That's why I want to say no. I wanted to know.
Okay.
Yeah. They believe that section out right there.
Now you got to do a 5-minute monologue over this.
What a friend we have in Jesus.
5-minute monologue to cover it, man.
What a friend we have in the editor.
We have people.
Hop, 2, 3, 4. Hop, 2, 3, 4. Hop, 2, 3, 4. Hop, 2. They give us a room with a view to the beautiful Rhine. They give us a room with a view to the beautiful Rhine. Give me a money old creek in Texas any old time. I got us up 2, 3, 4. Occupation GI blues. From my GI hair to the use of my GI shoes. And if I don't go stay tight soon, I'm gonna blow my fuse. We want to be heroes, but all that we do here is march. We want to be heroes, but all that we do here is march. And I don't give a purple heart for a fallen arch. I got us up 2, 3, 4. Occupation GI blues. From my GI hair to the use of my GI shoes. And if I don't go stay tight soon, I'm gonna blow my fuse. Oh, right. Right. Ooh, baby. The front lines are pretty as flowers, but we can make a pass. The front lines are pretty as flowers, but we can make a pass. Cause they all wearing signs say keep Z off the grass. I got us up 2, 3, 4. Occupation GI blues. From my GI hair to the use of my GI shoes. And if I don't go stay tight soon, I'm gonna blow my fuse. I got us up 2, 3, 4. Occupation GI blues. Up 2, 3, 4. Occupation GI blues. All right.
For Mr. Elvis Presley and Mr. Jerry Garcia. And introducing special guest referee, Jimi Hendrix.
Okay now, you cats be cool.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Looks like Elvis is doing a little kung fu fighting.
Be cool, babies.
Oh, hey! Oh, get lost. Oh, this is uncool.
We're gonna have a far-out time here tonight.
Everybody was kung fu fighting. Oh, Elvis takes one in the pelvis.
Burning brighter somewhere. Got to be birds flying higher in a sky more blue. If I can dream of a better land where all my brothers walk hand in hand, tell me why, oh why can't my dream come true? Oh why? There must be peace and understanding sometimes. Strong winds of promise that will blow away all the doubt and fears. If I can dream of a warmer sun where hope keeps shining on everyone, tell me why, oh I want that sun up here. We're stuck in a cloud with too much rain. We're trapped in a world somehow, I'm in the dark. There's a trembling question, oh yeah. While I can stand, while I can talk, while I can think, while I can walk, while I can dream, please let my dream come true. Oh, right now, let it come true right now.
Never be the portrait of my love, for nobody can see the dream. That's a good one too, man. There will never be a portrait of never seen. Michelangelo, and he will be the glow of taste
Elvis Presley fans gather at Graceland to honor the King's birthday. Television and radio personality Wink Martindale remembers the day nearly 60 years ago when Elvis Presley's first single, That's All Right, played for the first time on the radio. Fans gather at Graceland for Elvis Presley's birthday. The King of Rock and Roll would have celebrated his 79th birthday on Wednesday, had it not been for his untimely death on August 16, 1977 at the age of 42. On Elvis Presley's 79th, some eyeing a huge 80th birthday celebration. The King of Rock and Roll was born 79 years ago today, on January 8, 1935, in Tupelo, Miss. Fans around the world have been celebrating his birthday in a big way for decades now, with the biggest party occurring in Memphis. Elvis Presley fans celebrate icon's birthday. Martindale and Jenna Bush Hager, daughter of former President George W. Bush, attended the annual birthday party at Presley's longtime Memphis home. Elvis Presley birthday celebration begins.
Love me tender, love me sweet, never let me go. You have made my life complete, and I love you so. Love me tender, for my darling, I love you, and I always will. Love me